It's Lilith! Before I get to today's game, Alcat have announced another Warhammer 40,000 CRPG. Dark Heresy. Wait, did I say 40,000 or 4,000? Warhammer 40,000, you know what I mean. Anyway. In that game, you'll be playing as a member of the Inquisition. That'll be interesting. Yep. Believe me, when I get round to playing that game, I'll be playing a very different character from what I've been playing in Rogue Trader. I've been playing an Ironheart-aligned, Xeno-sympathetic do-gooder, but in Dark Heresy, I'll be a dogmatic, merciless Xenos hater. With the exception of the recruit you can recruit. And even that will have its limits. But anyway, we don't know where it's coming out yet, and there's already more DLC for Rogue Trader planned after the upcoming Lex Imperialis. But anyway, seems like now's a really good time for what seems like there's a bright future for Warhammer 40,000 video games. There are a lot of sequels and remakes coming out. And another sequel I'm looking forward to, Bolt Gun 2. I love the first game. Anyway, on to Rogue Trader. Yeah, interestingly enough, I'll be seeing the Inquisition right now. Yep. From what I've looked up, I seem to have done as much as I can of it in terms of progressing romance, but I think at one point I might have made a wrong decision. It really is undoubtedly the hardest character to romance in this game because you don't really have much of a conventional romance, or a deeper, less what's an intimate connection, but not in the conventional intimate way. But anyway, we just have to see what happens. Right, so well, first apparently there's something to loot.
I still can't believe we've been saved. In the Dark City, I often prayed to the Exalted One, and now I'm going to need a lot of thrones to hold up my end of the bargain. But I have no regrets.
Salvation is the consequence of his immeasurable mercy to those faithful to his cause, not the fruit of any bargain. The Emperor does not strike deals.
What? Oh. What? Okay. The Inquisition has clearly been busy. Care to fill me in? No. Survive the trial? How'd you manage that? When they grabbed you on the street, I thought... Thanks.
Is there money to be made?
No, and protect, except for heretics. He punishes them. Piracy. Heresy. Blasphemy. dissent. Piracy. Heresy. Blasphemy. Yes, the can see that the Inquisition are quite merciless.
Backup plan.
Heresy. Heresy. And Mercy, our families are starving. We only took a couple of nutritions. Lies! I see clearly with my naked eye that the corruption has engulfed your nature. Only the cleanse of fire can absolve you now. Guilty! See this? It's exactly what I'll be role-playing in Dark Heresy, and my character here on the other hand, not too happy with what's going on. Ugh. Is fire clean enough for you, you crazy hag? Temperature check? Ugh. Incendia cordia is absorbed in ring a long strip of parchment. Incendia, how fitting. That seems like a rather passionate kiss on the thumbnail. Hi, Order Tech. Yeah, I commissioned GRS for this. She's the artist behind the webcomic Punk Rock Loser. Might like the result. It's amazing. Anyway, her left hand is holding a silver spoon. She is carefully scooping up brain matter from open skull of man contoured next to her. Ugh. Von Falconus, I was informed of your arrival. Exhaustion has marked Incendia's features with a crisscross of lines and deeper furrows. Her cheek is twisted in continuous nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous furies surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. What is this abominable act his daughter is committing? Wow, even you don't approve her methods. There must be a reason. Huh? One look at Incendia's full dress uniform informs that she has not been changed in many days. The collar is greasy, and the braid trim stained with sweat. The air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. What is that? Incendia sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes the revolting morsel. I must know the taste of criminal's thought. Is how I learned to recognize their patterns. Is that standard Inquisition practice? Flesh and blood can be great revelations, but not like this. Devouring flesh is a profane act. That is not the way to serve the Undying One. That is disgusting, unspeakably so. Pure soul cannot conceive or fathom the workings of an unrighteous mind. The weak embrace their ignorance, while the strong banish it. If only you knew what it is like to be familiar with every shade of corruption that lurks in depraved souls. Something wild stuck in her pale eyes. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls and seeing the heinousness therein. You do not know what it's like to look at their face and see the brand of their impious deeds. But I know all too well, and none shall escape my wrath. Why did you summon me here? What manner of slaughterhouse is this? Some atrocious travesty of justice? This is true justice, unprejudiced, inescapable, and equally merciless to all. The Lord Inquisitor has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to the cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid Footfall of the corruption that has fed its limbs, and turn this imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and infinity, and I will not rest until all have been judged. This is no tribunal. This is slaughter. Loathe my soul is to concur with Xenos. It is indeed. See, even the most dogmatic of us here disagrees with your methods. It must have been the Emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you have committed. Being held, come on. I've just broken out. Okay, so you brought me here because you think I'm a heretic, me? Yeah, I was already in hot water with the Inquisition as it was. I've just broken out after being held captive by Xenos in the Camorra and butchering my way through scores of the enemies of humanity. Tell me, am I truly the greatest enemy of him you have been able to find? Hi, black and white clips, game and film. That you are loathed and feared by the enemies of humanity does not make you pure in the eyes of the Emperor. But perhaps he saw fit to set you on a different path, where righteous genocide and blood-soaked redemption for your faults. I would never dare to gainsay his will. Those of you who acknowledge me as your sovereign are viewed by the law as subjects of House von Vlankers, and therefore are exempt from Cordia's judgment. I will take you aboard my ship. They also fail to your health. Help them think twice about clutching a lifeline you've offered them. Okay, so what? Aha! Now we have lots of ranged weaponry. Take this pitiful gaggle of miscreant sloth, if you so desire. My trial will not end here. I have the whole Footfall to judge. So you are in charge of Footfall now? Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as the Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's lead was temporarily abolished for the duration of this war. Or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me, while Lord Inquisitor's preoccupation with matters of strategic planning, I'm tasked with overseeing security and order. And there is much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and coal traders, deserters and outlaws. Every one of them warrants attention. Data cracks her necks, which must have grown stiff after so many hours of reading before picking up another sheet. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy stacks of new denouncers, warrants, and other documents. Where is the Lord Inquisitor? In the Legion's chambers, coordinating the Expanse's defense. His attention is focused on matters of vital importance, and he is not seeing any supplicants. Your Lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, he bade to inform your Lordship he will summon you later, when circumstances permit. What makes you think you are entitled to govern this place as you see fit? Such is the law of footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives here assumes the right of absolute authority. Surely that is not that thug Torka who deserved to rule this station. He will soon be hanged from a noose, and so will Carl Sabalkan henchmen. And so will those who Anver firebrands, who outrageous activities brought footfall so much grief. Once you hid my efforts to subdue the station, eh? Oh. Yet here I am now, dispensing justice to the wicked. I only regret that I was unable to begin sooner. Then Torka's troublemakers were already being crushed, instead of lurking in cock bays and maintenance towns. Regardless, I'll deal with them soon enough. And whom is it you are judging? All of them! Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, arbiters, harborers, cowards, and perjurers. Any who has ever trespassed, any who has ever protected a miscreant or kept quiet about crime they knew of. They will all be condemned. More and more new convicts are being granted the great boon of undergoing servitude, imperatives, and having rid themselves of reprehensible consciousness of serving the Imperium free from doubt and weakness. Footfall will once again become bastion of law and righteousness. I will eradicate all the heresy that prevent the faithless from giving themselves over to the good of trolling in his name. There is nothing just about this trial. Your accusations are contrived, and their purpose is simply to turn the entire population of Footfall into pliant automatons. Do you think I find enjoyment in this? I do, actually. Looking at vileness upon vileness, listening to one excuse after another, I loathe this and despise every malefactor out there. If I were weak of will, I would have obliterated this foul station with nuclear fire. Instead, I am here to offer each of them the right to be judged in his name, and the chance to return to his fold renewed. The universe is a terrifying place. We are surrounded by the arch-enemy's machinations and Xeno scum who deny us our right to exist. The threat is inconceivable, and human weakness will not help us avert it. If man is weak, I will rid him of spinelessness and feebleness, endowing him with sacred narrowness of mind and eradicating all that prevents him from utilizing his whole self in service of the Imperium. She is not lying. You can tell by her eyes and voice, trembling with an earnest faith, that Incinerator genuinely believes every word she just said. I can tell you are quite popular with the locals. This attempt was mediocre and far from the first, but my forces and my throne keep me safe. Its refractor field is impervious to even tank shells. That thief Torka had this sacred Justin relic stashed in one of his storerooms. We shall see whether Footfall will thank the Emperor for your reign. In due time, I shall weed out the taint that has bred here on Footfall for so long, and then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once again become the pillars of this station under his watchful eye. No more judgment. Cease this disgrace and get off Footfall. Senator touched the power on the throne's armor, immediately shielded by a fractured shield. We hear the sounds of alarms going off in the distance. A mocking smile cuts across her face. Go ahead, Lilith. Give me a reason. The Lord Inquisitor's instructions were to maintain order and ensure his allies' safety, using any methods, however extreme they may have to be. If her ladyship is greatly threatened, we are authorized to detonate the dome over this sector. Doing so will trigger explosive decompression. The tanks will be destroyed during depressurization, while ladyship will be protected by the field. By a throat. I urge you not to take steps that might be interpreted as an act of aggression. Oh, really putting me in a tough spot. What happened between you and Winterscale? Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burned, ravaged by heretics, unhallowed zealous, he abandoned his jury completely and had the nerve to ignore the Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are capturing his worlds and ships while he hides from his reckoning. Indulging his base urges, soon enough he too will stand before judgment. You ask me, you are simply using the situation to plunder his protectorate. Should he call upon House von Vaux for help, we will answer. I do so enjoy candor. When the one who stands before the court admits openly that she shares the beliefs of someone about to be pronounced an outright anarchist and traitor to the Imperium, I say such confession should earn her a swift and less agonizing execution. Enough words. Your accused await, and so do my juries. Wait! You have a jury to the Emperor that you must see to. Bakantura, a deplorable rebel who once ruled this station, has slipped from my grasp. He's enticing his people to revolt, killing my servants, and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of Voidred. My informed claim he often appears in the den of unrest that bears the every name of the Adeptus emissaries. And you want me to eliminate him? Is that it? And you think I will? We've made several attempts to arrest him, yet he has evaded capture each time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful. In the interest of Footfall's integrity, Okura must be apprehended. As the Rogue Train Authority, I order you to aid me in bringing him to justice. And you think I will? The asteroid where Adeptus Amicis has located and called off, but my enforcer will take you there. I want you to lure Torka out of his hole and seize him so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation and pave the road that my justice will tread. Why, I'll say I will, but I won't. Your cooperation will be noted, Lilith. But remember, none of the rebel leaders are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute them without my leave. Don't kill the rebel leaders. Got it.
Rise to the top, or
Yeah.
dust.
The character I intend to play as in Dark Heresy, where it comes out, would hate the character I'm playing as now. Right, so where do I even go?
You replaced your body with iron, but greed cannot be cured with cold metal. Stop looking at my gear with such avarice, monkey.
I have no intention of taking it, only of studying the unnatural perversions to which you have subjected the gift of technology.
So, where do I even go? Beam. Adaptus and Master's Bar.
Keep your wits about you.
So, where's that? do I get there? Hmm?
Duty prevails.
Let us not dawdle.
So, do I go back to my ship or what? No? Okay, there's a direct entry to it, just didn't appear on my map. All those in cargo. Okay, so Hunter's endurance. Yep, Adeptus Emissaris.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Hello. You're being hunted. You have no other option, Rizza. If you abandon footfall to Concorda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods? Or restock your supplies? It'll be a slow death for all of you, with no ammunition, no water, nowhere. So quit bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Plan? More like a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. You have allies here. You're a runt trying to play games with the big boys, Makamo. You've taken on a rogue trader with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns to your name. The way I see it, your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Going away from Rizza, Vivum's expression does not change. An instant curse falls from his lips. Liege Tokura, my greetings. My apologies for being unable to receive your ladyship in my office. My present status imposed certain limitations on me. Read your ladyship, and as for you, Vakamo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap. I don't gamble on these kind of odds. I'll leave you to think about your prospects. Maybe you'll realize that using my shuttle would be a bad idea, while me and my shuttle are still here. How's the station faring? It's turned into a kingdom of death, executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good, useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Corda, reasonable limits are of distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I've been preparing for that turn of events ever since that hag tried to take footfall the first time. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapon caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent staff from the Cogno network. When Corda seized power, she thought she'd won. But the station was still mine, to an extent. My little army's waging war on the enforcers. We saw patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy. or close to someone who does. Incendia is conducting her reprisals, and I'm conducting mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupying force. I see. Old habits die hard, I'll admit. I wasn't exactly yearning for the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again, invigorating. Your ladyship, you may have little love to spare for me, and you so have not built a strong alliance. The organization I represent. But if seeing the new order of things on footfall gives you even the tiniest suspicion that it's a damn menace, step in and help me stop it. What kind of help do you expect from me? A general uprising will be doomed to fail. The enforcers have isolated the asteroid. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor shield will protect her from any attack. That's the big problem there. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us, exploring her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amashas as our meeting place. If you let them first know I can be found and grabbed here, she will come, and she will hardly drag her throne with her. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Woodfall. What forces do you have at your command? Much Cordia would like to believe she's kicked the Kabaska out of Footfall. She hasn't. We're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's still enough for us to cause trouble. Small band of my most daring cutthroat staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Hi, Ilya! Good to see you. So how was League earlier? Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reasonable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add to that to the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Kasabakia mission have bribed me with. A radical solution, I know, but I don't care who they kill as long as I pay them. And I have the means to pay them. Pretty good. How's your stream going? Yeah, pretty good. A mad Inquisitor has taken over this station, so she sent me to take out the leader of arrest the leader of the rebels, but I'm going to help him instead. He would have great numbers if he wasn't so damnably cautious, and from us did a favor and shut his preaching trap. I would have thrown the good Reverend for a loop long ago if it weren't for fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. What does Ryza have a problem with? He has been skimming about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is a foregone conclusion. And right now she seems to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. Needs right kind of motivation. Shame there's none the cold bitch values enough for me to take. Will do. And thanks again for popping in, Illy. I have understood your plan. Thinking plays fixed upon you. I hope you think it's promising. I'll help you overthrow Corda. Each second of her continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. I'm glad you're with us, your ladyship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all that thinking of where to hide it, you'll discover even your skull isn't as thick enough once the fire's on. Sounds especially ironic considering how he died. I'd ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain the incendiary. Oh? Perhaps some of those gathered here will support us. Wise peoples, promised zealots, even Octavia's regulars. We can use whomever we can get. If you think that may be worth fortifying our positions or paying a few surprise for our guests, I put an arsenal at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Cord a message saying I'm here. Now come, we'll settle differences the footful way of a gunfight. I'd like to make a deal with Casablanca. Regretfully, your leadership, I've nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets you're interested in has been temporarily restricted. It would take pulling a bullet for a couple of heads for me to once again be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. Wait, I'll go take a look around.
I always keep my options open.
So I guess I should assess if we're ready to take Lady Incendia on. Oh, I'm here. Take some stuff. Bishop, do you need loyal people in your service? Just say the word.
To be made.
Oh, hello, Riser. Never looks high, but find the strength to smile briskly. He pours 2 shots of clear, yellowish liquid with streaks of perfume in it and slides one towards Riser. Let's drink her infallible ladyship Corder's mercy and good judgment, wherever they may be right now. What? Since when did Jay leave? What? You have quite a way with words, Octi. Yes, indeed, won't hate if Lady Cor's ill health affect our own. By any chance, run to Lady Cor's good judgment on your own, your ladyship? Silly girl went off on her own to get people out of Falco's clutches. I told her to wait till we sort out our current business. Then we could bled him together. But no, not Herody. That one's stubborn as a herd of glove. Roxas. She said her guys didn't have that much time, and then she vanished. Octavia, we have a plan to stop Cordia. Your help will be welcome. And by we, you mean Vellum? You always have a plan, but certainly not always the best plan. Why should I trust your idea? How about a deal? Help me and I will use my name for commercial purposes. Adeptus Amicus, the favored bar of Rocher von Blancus. That not a generous prize? That'll work. Damn it. More like the favored mass of Bray of Rocher von Blancus in a different time. I've given my arm for that kind of publicity, but not today. It's not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For people of footfall. For you, Octavia, for your freedom. From insane zealot's reign of terror. Oh. You certainly know how to be persuasive, your ladyship. You're right. You're ready to risk your life for us. And here I'm being picky like a noble offered a nooch bar made of corpse starch. You can count on me. I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of Zeus weapons. Lethal, but of no guarantee of quality. Figuring out How it even works is tricky enough. But still be junk vacuum thugs are armed with. We can have those on the house. I think strong? What are yours, my lady? Lord Windscale's favorite blend. So good it's not entirely illegal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until his return. And who knows if whoever returned out could be a waste. Here's to the full and tender quarter. Pride and forthrightness are admirable, my lady. Down with quarter. Rise and I need to have a little chat. At your ladyship's service. Let him need your help. Your ladyship, his so-called plan is nothing but the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vacmo was once smart, shrewd, and willy, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We Marsteels are no match for a rogue trader. Be different, of course, if we're strongly motivated or have a rogue trader on our side. A rather moderate sum for Marsteel, don't you think? You sure know the path to old Riser's heart. Be careful it doesn't go pop. Of course, taking on Quarter is madness, but then again, you don't get paid this much for anything less than madness. Oh, what the warp, my crew! Now I will take part in your little uprising. But don't ask me for details. Old Riser prefers to keep quiet about behind the scenes workings of Inquisition and Sunstrikes. So, I have nothing more to say. So if old Rise have a conversation with your ladyship just like that, I'll leave you to your conversation. Alright, so
Rise to the top, or get left.
I'm recruiting more allies. Good, good. Now, is there anyone else I can talk to about that preacher? Aha! From a daughter. The Emperor protects from that. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess? Repentance is the first step on the path to redemption. Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Help me. Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an act of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, her mentor in faith, help you commit the act of treachery? Fine face. Lord Pim's harsh, but not every transgression is punishable by death. Insidia thinks self above the law, and there's heresy. Haha. You are right. All our lives belong to the Emperor, and no one has the right to needlessly take them away from him. People who, in this dark hour, could have atoned in battle against the enemies of humanity are instead perishing senselessly, robbed of the privilege to serve the Emperor. Incendia thinks herself above him, and that is an egregious crime. Now you're banished, my doubt. I do what must be done. St. Dru's faithful Agent Bell. Ha! Alright, so... is there anyone else I need to talk to recruit allies?
Keep your wits about you.
think that's it. Make a quick save here. Your Lordship, I see no issue in letting Incendia know you're here. Get ready, your enemies will be here soon. I'll send my least important associates to the entrance to take out the initial assault. That should fit our guest numbers. I'd almost forgotten how much I love all this. Right, we have plenty of allies. Stay where you are. Lay down your weapons. We're here for the criminal Vadim Talker and his accomplices. Members of Heretic Vacuum Tongue Gang, lay down your arms and face righteous justice. They'll hang soul, don't trust them, lads. Hope you would respond like this. Force attack just Cordia for the Emperor! Ugh. What the? There's Jay right there. What was with that dialogue about her leaving? Flame rages in Cora's furious gaze as she surveys the bar. Her figure seems to exude a ruthless radiance, cruel, like the scorching sun of a desert world. Rebels and heretics, I, Rogue Trader Incendio Corda, Master of Footfall and Defender of Justice, am ordering you to lay down your arms. Harsh justice awaits those who surrender, and no death awaits the rest. Incendio Corda, I, Vadim Vaku, am ordering you to get my turret before I blow your brains out, throw your corpse for a loop. Repent, Incendia. You strayed from the path of righteousness and turned into a monster. Has horror driven you out of your mind? Your verdicts bear no relation to codified justice of the Imperium. Your justice is arbitrary, and you are creating your own law. In essence, your own Imperium. That is heresy. For Rogue Trader, double crime is to reject the Emperor's protection and make their reign absolute, become a brazen rival of God and blasphemous tyrannical resurrection. I've seen your first blood. You revel in the sensing and the executing. Are you going to dispute that? Am I lying? You're not lying. I do enjoy it. Enough! I repent! I yearn to serve the Emperor, but exacting vengeance upon his foes was so delicious that I banned my duty for the sake of my own gratification. I made Footfall my house of pleasures. I was a harsh judge, not because it was what he wanted, but because it was what I wanted. He executed those his law forbade to execute, putting oneself by the Emperor, the most terrible act a rogue trader can commit. I have lapsed into heresy, and I must be condemned. Oh? Judge me, love. I who have strayed commit myself to his mercy and his harshness. Sender Kona, I've waged crimes. I, love amongst, hereby send you to death. Have mercy on me, Emperor, protect my mankind, Master of Terror. Emperor, have mercy on me. I doubted before, but now I see they were unwarranted. All defense was bad. My shield warrior being his shield. Her repentance is but further proof of it. I was a fool not to believe her. Is how the cleanse of footfall ends? No! Incendium may not have been the holiest and purest of the Emperor's tools, but who be left if when she's gone? Him? Her? You? Are you going to pick the law on the faith? The what? Emperor's faithful! Our protector was caught in a web of conspiracy! She was lied to! Therefore let us avenge her and carry on her cause. When thou hast stepped into the nest of corruption, destroy those that dwell wherein, smite the torrent, them like his rightful instrument that knoweth no fear, to avenge his sorrow and shall pay in the name of thy love for him. To battle for Incendia Cordian, the Emperor! Oh, so now your army's going to... What? So we're gonna have a fight after all?
An example out of you.
None of you shall survive!
Okay. I was kind of regretting going for the more passive route because I felt I was spoiling myself for the fight, but now we do have one. So, Right, so who's next? Everyone else will get cover. Hey. And where am I? There I am. I won't actually swap positions with Jay. Actually, I know. Okay, let us begin. Put a front line here. Here.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running by Derek. Request approved.
Right. Ha, shove. Oh.
My vow is to serve.
And how about a rear here?
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Now what's this?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's play some bounties.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Hey, wait, mode if I make a control shot.
do it.
Aha.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright. And turn. Place more bounties.
I am not your Xenos pet. This tedium is beneath me. If I must.
No one else I can put a bounty on.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Huh? Kapow! Nice one.
Let's make it quick. It's part of the trial. Here we go.
Ouch.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
No, not close enough. Okay, how about now?
As honor
Hmm.
my blade whispers your name.
Right, take this.
I shall not fail.
And
honor,
this.
let your soul be purged.
And
Weather the storm!
you're doing more damage to your allies than to Pascal.
Yet iron knows no pain. Strengthens me.
Ouch. Oh boy. Pascal might need tougher armor. Hey, where'd you... Oh. There.
The body.
Am I getting paid?
Argenta? That'll help it.
I'll do it.
Blam!
A moving target lives longer.
Aha!
I can do that. Effective.
turn.
I refuse.
No life sight. Oh,
On it.
Really?
No weakness is hidden from my
Kapow!
sight.
Maybe if I get closer.
It's as good as done.
The undying Emperor whispers his will, caught by the web.
Haha!
The blade whispers
Take
your
that.
name.
Alright! That was a good move.
The shadows come. The other side.
Right now, just try and get towards Inquisitors.
I shall not fail.
Huh. Right, can you... No. Okay, and turn. Well, actually, I can use her for more.
Here's my perfect moment.
Whoops, wrong one. Ah well, that helps too.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Okay, and turn.
Follow my lead. I must not falter.
Right, Gladia's turn.
Moving out.
That's better.
Let's make it quick.
Why don't you take care of the weak ones, right? Well, 0 damage. Haha! Nice one.
Let's get to it. As the tactical imperative dictates. Request approved. Running binary code.
That boosts the attack. just do a regular attack.
Request a probability analysis. Successful.
And turn.
Guided by faith. Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Right. And again.
As the Emperor doubt is for the weak. Use my Emperor.
Blam! Come on. Oh. Out of attack. Out moves. Let's move you here, shall we?
If it serves your cause. Stop trying, monkey.
And turn.
Let's make it quick.
We can do this. We have strength in numbers. Oh. Oh dear.
Follow my lead.
Where do you think you're going?
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenants demand.
Take this.
Caught by the web.
And this.
Ordains.
Oh.
Trust me.
Good. Uh-huh. Huh. There we go. Hey.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize. Tell me, and it is done.
Kablam!
I'll make it happen.
Don't
Now
be
then.
cocky.
How about you make a melee attack on him?
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay, and turn, and
On it. I won't
put up defenses!
Here we go.
Oh, how'd you survive that?
Will endure.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
There, that one down. We got this in the bag.
Let's make it quick.
My allies will be smart.
Hold on.
Yeah, like that.
Exploiters know
For frontline here.
my vow is to serve. Request.
Expose weakness.
Running binaric override. The spiritual prognosis is failing. The undesired downfall comprehends all.
And I should heal you up.
Strong. Greater triumphs lie ahead.
We function as one.
I act. I will not.
Let's get somewhere where I can
Just designate a target.
see that. Oh, hey, oh, whoops, forgot about you. Oh well. Most useful as a sniper. Wait, some effects.
If I must. I
Yeah.
understand your intent.
Right, take this.
This kingdom is beneath me. If it serves your cause.
Okay.
Here we go.
I am your blade and shield. As honor
Put
ordains.
some exploits on him.
The shadows will see it done. Trust me.
Gonna die. Ow. There.
Follow my lead.
Hey, get back here.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Oh,
You've got a
Capella.
prize. I've got a prize.
I shall not fail.
How tough is your armor?
Trust me.
Don't get too cocky. You jest, sure.
Take another shot.
I can do that with the right.
Ow! That miss.
I'll make it happen. The best defense, is a good offense. I'll see you. It's as good as
Surefire plan should really be automatic.
Let's get to it.
Where you going?
Let's make it quick.
Focus on these two.
Hold on.
Haha, nice. Booyah! Finally!
Out of our way.
Now it's just those two Inquisitors to take care of.
Let's get to it.
Okay, now it's just the one Inquisitor.
Let's get to it.
And only just.
Envy is the dread of his faithful. Running by night.
Kapow!
Successfully terminated.
Alright. What a mess. Thank you for helping me deal with it, your ladyship. Your help has been valuable. But the Kaspaka mission will nonetheless try to approximate and match its value in the most generous of terms. What it- Does your ladyship have a preference in regard to what should be done with the remains of the lady? Give them to the mob. The people of Footfall find many ways to pay their respects to the ladyship. They are quite excited about this whole affair. What I mean to do next. I'll gain my grip on the station. I'll free the prisoners and give the merchant back their impounded cargo. I'll place the lowlifes of the ladyship and put in charge with my own lowlifes. I'll take care of those of the station's sectors that slowly die in isolation. And, of course, I'll send an envoy of the Lord Inquisitor, bring him news in form of my willingness to cooperate. Hello, how are you? Hi, Hyper Robo! Or Hyper Soldier. I'm doing fine. You, Cleanse the station of Corder's miscreants. No butcher. Her ladyship's forces may leave the station, except those personally complicit in the killing of my employees, friends, and loved ones. I have a responsibility towards them. Okay. Congratulations, your ladyship. You have one less rival in the expanse. Now that we've dealt with the pressing issues, do you have any firm instructions regarding the station's government going forward? After all, Footfall is now under your exclusive personal protection. Aha! Footfall is exhausted and wounded by Corder's cruelty. I will have shelters set up where those in need and pain can find roof over their heads, sustenance, and medical aid. Entire gathering glorifies your name with a joyful chant. In their eyes you see hope with a dash of mistrust. The station's inhabitants are not used to such magnanimity. However, something in your voice gives them hope that you are not putting on a show, and that perhaps this is the beginning of a new and less grim period of the station's history. Right, level up! Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Right, next you. Hmm. Hmm. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. You'll probably need this. Aha. Lethal threat. Any sit? Wounds of stream blood. Ooh. And you. Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. It might be something. Okay, so let's see. I should head to the Blancus house. Oh, hey.
Always.
I
keep
suppose
your eye
I
on
head
the
to my
prize.
ship now. Wait. Oh. Actually, take all those. Mm-hmm. Heavy xenomesh. Okay. Right. Return to my ship. I'll talk to my crew for a bit. I said return to my crew. Wait. Return to my ship. Now where is it when just checking on early, as usual.
Ilantak, I trust your journeys were fruitful. What do you wish?
Never mind.
What?
Now what about Cabela?
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
Time for you in Kamara, but you're home now, back ship. How are you holding up?
I am ashamed of what I said, of how I acted, of my hesitation. Now that I can see the stars through the portholes again, feel anew the ships beating hard, once more breathe the bitter air of the lower decks, my mind has become clear. I am Cabela, servant of the undying Emperor. I am your blade and your shield, and thus it shall be, now and forever. Thus I will be.
You torture your own flesh. What's the meaning of this ritual?
Torture? I bear the sacred marks of the Undying One's service. Death has bestowed them upon me. Though others may cherish hollow riches or meaningless beauty, it is my duty to cherish his gift of blood. Each wound is a symbol of our service to him. Each drop of blood carries his blessing. To renounce these scars is to renounce the Undying One himself. Death whispers to me, you are worthy of bearing his marks. Tell me, Domin, do you wish to honor your flesh with his gifts?
Absolutely not. Put your dagger away.
A boon cannot be given to one who is not ready to receive it.
The Undying One wishes my name. Will you carry out his will?
Lords and wretches are equal before death. If such is the Undying One's will, I will guide you to him, Domin.
Tell me about the Emperor's Tarot.
I use blood to read his sacred cards and hear the whisper of the Undying One. His tarot is not an answer, but a question I ask of the universe. And the universe answers with questions of its own. In this sacred communion, I perceive hundreds of possible outcomes. They are all true, and yet they are only visions. I know what will come to pass, and yet I do not.
The Emperor's Tarot is usually read by sanctioned psychers.
I am the spear of his retribution, not a witch or a sorcerer or a soothsayer. I have no strange powers, but I do bear his blessing. I do not command the veil. I am guided by his whisper and led by my faith, by the tenets. Please, do not mistake me for something I am not.
Okay. Can you feel a shiver run down your spine? Take faint sparks. Can you give me a reading?
Ask the cards, Domin, and I will listen.
Shadows around us grow darker. What does the future hold for the Kronos expanse?
The Maw, the galaxy, the monster inverted, the executioner. Something is coming. It is inevitable. Soon the expanse will tremble, and you will be the cause. You are not the beginning, but you will be the end. Some will see you as death, others a powerful force, still others as a portent. Or you might simply fade into nothing.
Don't like the sound of that last one.
I have told you everything I can, Domin. But there may be more to this than I can see. These omens are unsettling, but we cannot alter our fate. All we can do is wait and prepare for the inevitable.
I have no question at this time. How'd you come to have a deck of his tarot?
It is a holy relic that has been passed down from generation to generation. Only the first and second spinners are allowed to study the sacred cards and interpret their meaning. We use his tarot to guide the cult and discern the tangled threads of fate.
How many cards are in your deck?
34. There used to be more, but some have perished in the darkness of time. Their loss is a great tragedy for the blood-spun web.
Speak out something else. Tell me about yourself.
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. A spear in the hand of the Undying Emperor. I am your shield and shadow. Your blade.
That's succulent. Do you dislike talk about yourself?
The tenets compel us to let our deeds speak on our behalf. There is no one in the cult who does not know me. So I have grown accustomed to taciturnity in matters regarding myself. Ask, and I will try to give you an answer that will satisfy your thirst for knowledge.
Tell me about your past.
I remember nothing of my childhood. The Vizier says this is because of my training and the injuries I received in battle. He told me it is the fate of all high spinners. The only memories I have are of the blood-spun web and the brothers and sisters who serve the cult alongside me.
What was it like growing up in the cult? What do you remember?
When we were young, we would sew our eyes shut and wander through the bays for months at a time. Starving, surviving, dying. This trial of darkness honed the senses of those who passed it. We were elated, for we knew we were blessed by him. When we grew older, we learned to wield our weapons, and our mentors tested us with pain, poison, and the weight of deceitful words. In time, our bodies no longer felt pain. Our blood became resistant to toxins, and our focus could not be shaken. We were at peace, for we had shed everything that could encumber our faithful service to him.
Okay.
When we came of age, we faced a great trial. A year-long vigil spent in unceasing prayer to the Undying One. When hunger and other base sensations faded away, we attained true comprehension of ourselves and our place in the world. Our place between life and death. We were proud, for on that day, he truly accepted us, and we accepted him.
I can see now why you're the best assassin in the cult. Cost was worth it.
Those who devote themselves to the service of the Undying One must be prepared to pay any price. Emotions, blood, life, death, memory. We all must lose what we hold most dear to become a spear in his hand. Some may lose everything, but they will also gain everything.
I think I talked to you enough.
It's difficult to speak the truth. May the Undying One shroud your footsteps from the faithless.
Right, and what about Jay? Wait, where is Jay? That's odd. I've got choose tool from Mario Voidchip. Oh? How's pay engine? Interesting. Look at all these trophies. Henrix? I thought I ordered you to leave my ship. Master of Absolutions, eh? So what's this? Well, this do. Anything? Alright, thanks for the head pats. Yes, I'm just chilling. I wish to see someone from my retinue. Which of them would you like me to summon, your ladyship? Hear that? The Zeus will keep me entertained. At once. You should not have called upon me for the sake of your own idle amusement, Alantark. The children of CERN delight in unity, both with the universe and their kin. One of the ways in which we achieve this unity is symphonic creation. Oh, wait, this... this... I think I'm really close. But I surely wish to rest and spend time with that close kin. We weave images with our voices. Each of us adds something of our own, till the melody becomes harmless tapestry woven from different sounds. That sounds fascinating. Can you teach me? It looks you closely, though you see, don't I? I do not know how much you truly understand of what I have taught you. Still, if your soul seeks harmony, I'd weave your voice into the melody. You fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of this custom, but that is to be expected. Spend more time among your own people instead of trying to learn something that takes a series of centuries to master. Relax and close your eyes. Tension slowly retreats as you bring yourself to complete stillness. Joint by joint, muscle by muscle, pore by pore. Following your strength, Sebastian, by to bliss of oblivion. Troubles, worries us. Such things not belong in the newly established dominion of tranquility. Now it'd be infinite waters of waifness, in which, stripped of all things superficial, the mind of Wilfon Focus drifts in silent bliss. What's mine? What fills this consciousness? What's those who keep her afloat in these waters? Who drown, and who she managed to pull to the surface? Strands of fate are fragile, yet woven together. Not everyone is destined to see this voyage through the end, but none will be forgotten. That was interesting. Is that... Can I do... that how I progress further with my relationship with Elite? I do that again, and will the interaction be different this time? Okay, seems I can't... Oh, never mind that, can't summon her again, at least not right now. But still, I hope that did something. Wait, never mind. What's this? Oh. And what's this? Interesting. Right, so I want to get to Von Blanca's house. Wait, where was that? Captain. The rest pass are reporting new message. It says Lord Inquisitor Kata is sending his regards, your Lordship, and hopes to meet you at footfall at your earliest convenience. Alright, we're just there. And there's course footfall. This might be very important. We're right there. As you wish, Lord Captain. Okay, I guess we're going back to football. Guess we're not leaving this system after all. Alright.
Let us not dawdle.
So wait, what? Eh? Alright, how do I get to Liege's palace?
Is there money to be made?
The throne is gone, so wait, through here? Aha! Now you wish to talk? Inquisitor engrossed in studying star system charts and reports, which are amassed on the desk like fridge of formidable mountain range. There are shells beneath his eyes, which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest report. Skin seems stretched over the bones of a skull. Without turning his head to you, Kaza says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable." An aged servant with a bearing-faced veteran approached the two of you. precise movement replaces the untouched cup of gold recaf in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, slightly steamed. I'm told you have business with me. I value your directness. It will save me much time. Yes, there's something you must do. It's time for you to play your part to save the Cross Expanse. I would not disturb your esteemed personage for anything less, huh? Sister? May your path be blessed. It is gratifying to see that the trials endured by the Expanse have failed to extinguish the flame of your fortitude. O Lord Inquisitor, smiting spear of the Imperium, the gold of faith kind through the nebulae of the Cross If I were you, Mistress Hederi, I would endeavor not to draw the Inquisitor's attention to my person. Death casts in the rogue trader's personal bodyguard. I'm curious, do you still adhere firmly to your cult's dogma, or has your loyalty to your mistress outgrown your faith? My loyalty to the Domins steeps from the Undying One's will, such is the thread of this blade, until his whisper bids it to spin a different one. Are you aware of the changes Incendia has wrought on Footfall? What do you think of it? Naturally, her ladyship has done me an invaluable service by taking on the task of instilling order on the station. Though her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me, on the whole her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. If you think she is unnecessarily brutal, why have you not intervened? Firstly, I entrusted the task to her ladyship, and she is executing it competently. Secondly, Lilith, I'm unaware of what I'm striving to do here. At present, I'm trying to vent the depths of buildings. Yet you ask me why I'm choosing not to save hundreds. I put an end to a dictatorship. Are you not aware of that? As I understand, this was a private conversation between two rogue traders, yes? As such, I hope your house will reach a reconciliation with the ladyship's heir. You have not hindered my plans. They Incendia purged Footfall sufficiently that I was not distracted by a need to pacify it. What do you want from me? Brochure, if you please. Ursa nods fiercely at the servant who draws some kind of remote from his pocket. All sounds who saw some more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. To my chagrin, the ability to do 2 places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand. You'll feel what it is to walk in my shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You'll reconquer Ephesus too for me. Frustrator, another recap. This one has gone cold. As Colonel checks up, clearly recognized the name Kaza just uttered. Can you tell me more about... Wait a moment. See your valet or another Inquisition assassin? Why can't both be true? Trustia has been a member of my retinue for 57 years, and the person in my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. We have had cause be involved in many incidents whose reports have since been marked with a seal of silence. Okay. Russia nods deferentially as a jowled face appears on the expression between eternal loyalty, other affection, and religious devotion. Tell me more about first 2. A sacred world of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh, off limits to lay people. I am one of the few who do not worship the Omnissiah and to have set foot on its surface. Or rather, I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. The despicable well-bearers and captured prior to, and the call of the Foul Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet, registering a Sanctity Alpha priority mission. The scourge of corrupted misbelievers reigning over the blessed workshop fills the Omnissiah's faithful with anguish. Activating auto sancticeptive protocol, I offer a prayer for the liberation of the safe world. From beneath Haskell's crimson robe comes sound of mechanical blaring. I sent my troops to aid the exploratory forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred amongst the commanders. They needed an authoritative general, and you are perfect for my role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. The situation is clear. You'll be given details when you arrive in orbit around Ephratus 2. I will smash the heretics. I never doubt you, your ladyship. The Emperor protects. This document attests to extraordinary powers you have now at your disposal. I'm counting on your success, Lilith. Alright then. So we're liberating a planet from chaos. Right now, can I leave Footfall? Those are interesting. Rust Stalkers. Turn to ship. Right, so where's the Von Blancus Palace? No. So Emperor's Palm. Hey, Dragos. Oh yes, that one. Yeah, that's far off. We'll travel. Whoop. Oh? Lord Captain, shortly before our departure from Footfall, a group of messengers in luxurious grab delivered a strongbox and several chests bearing the insignia of house or cell to the ship. I suppose the use of gold-clad servants and self-servitors was an extravagant attempt by navigators to draw attention of the rogue trader. Nice. Considering the indecent on the capital world, the enforcer officers take the nobility gift strikes. I'm pleased to report that none of them threaten your Lady Cassia's or crew's well-being. Having said that, close examination of the strongbox by tech actors revealed Dar Slate with a vivid message directly addressed to you alongside some kind of cryptic Dar. Dare not touch them without instruction. What vid message? Show me. As you command, Lord Captain. Yourself on between turns past. Rogue trader! hear a piercing voice from the cognated Vox system and see a blurred face with sang game hole where no should be. We regent items to send brings our hope. Hope this must find you in good health. Council cell soon hold ground council within the Palace of Atlas. A hollow relic that will connect the navigators of our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the thoughts, dreams, and visions. The only way to avoid Vodgem decides the fate of the safe child at last. Thanks to Atlas, we feel some of the child is full of dismay. Yet the rogue traders will to bear a lot, but wait for the child so she may soothe anxiety their child out. My path, the path of accepting the house. Hope, God and protect us all. I'm told the message has been relayed to your cognate, Lord Captain. Hope that I did not get corrupted during planning or delivery. You code the encryption in the dark slate. Yes, Lord Captain. Message service guard is being sent to the homicide service compartment. Once the data being decrypted, I'll notify you immediately. I'll be all for now. God and protects, Lord Captain. During the road traders journey, many times I have been following road traders for Jim is from script this time, okay? Just minor thing. We'll travel. Lord Captain, an urgent report from servants of the Omsire. They managed to locate a second message on the House of Cell Darslate in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the speed ship rebelled and started devouring the acolytes of the occult mechanicus upforming the right to appease, slow down, post-annihilation. True. Display the message on the screen right now. Okay, you hardly know me, but I'm well informed of your deeds. My name is irrelevant. As for the log, for as long as the cursed child continues to live and breathe, no one in House of Cell is safe. I know what Master Feller can enter and do on Iraq 5 and in your place. I understand your anger. House of Cell deeply apologize for these incidents. Didn't you already know that House of Cell will be holding a grand council in the depths of the accursed Atlas very soon? We cannot ignore the call. We are bound to it against our will. Also aware that you enjoy great influence over the cursed child. Convince her to reject the Atlas. Break the centuries-old shackle of buying our house. Crush chips and tyranny under her foot. Simply kill her. I don't care. Not gonna lie, we are unlikely to become good friends. But House Cell has true allies like no other. True House Cell is, not these lunatic zealots of the Regent. To show you my offer is not vain, I'll be the first to extend my hand in gesture of goodwill. A gracious gift to von Vankler's dynasty. Find among the stars of madness, an emerald cut in the storm's embrace, and wish them. I'm very sorry, Lord Captain. Sam's Omside could no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you are able to see the bid message to the end. Okay. And searching. I've been here before. What's going on now? Well, 100%. Hello. Talk about you. How wonderful is that I found you here. And uncontrollable anxiety washes over your body, causing you to lose your breath, catch cyanosis, close your eyes, and you are released from the grip of emotion and nutshell. Please forgive me. My powers are sometimes too insistent in their attempts to break free of my control. Make great strides in learning how to keep them at bay. Mend your perseverance. I came to deliver good tidings. I've spoken with House navigators through the Atlas. Of late, I feel with increasing clarity of how our connection is growing stronger. Despite the distant dismiss, House Ocel has been able to keep across equilibrium thanks in part to your unexpected arrival on Uruk 5 and the resolution of conflict at the Drago's reception. Not all Ocels concur with your decisions, but none can deny the impact of you, and no one else had on the House's present state of affairs. There's more I wish to tell you about the visions I have had come to experience at an increasing rate during warp jumps. The same visions come to me again and again. It is as if I'm going mad. But you see, these visions about me, Atlas, and trips of Cell, the House's previous innovator. I've seen trips of experiments, the ones that involved the navigators from the Zephyr branch, which he was rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. But the vision told me altogether a different story, one where the Zephyr helped Tristram create the Atlas, and they vanished immediately after experiments were done with. Perhaps I can find the way to the Palace of the Atlas if I recreate Christ from joy from my visions. A real place, not the fast cycle linked with the cell navigators can reach out. I've always had a feeling that it truly exists on our world. Now, however, I know with absolute certainty. What else did the visions tell you? I saw Tristram experience an epiphany in a dream. Just like my visions came to me on our travels through the warp, she beheld a planet hidden behind rolling storms. The world promised her great power, so Tristram gathered her Zephyrs, most devout followers, to go on a suicidal journey through the Tempest. No, not the details of what happened on that planet. It was there that Zephyrs sacrificed themselves for an experiment of some kind. It was there that House Ocel obtained its Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I have an opportunity to find answers to the question my mentors so deftly avoided. Why did Tristram choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true that House Ocel's past is drenched in blood? Please, love, do not snap this dauntingly drawn string of destiny. My destiny. Drive with me in Tristram's wake to the distant stars. Alright. The house is still watching me. Both the renegades and the loyalists. I doubt any of them will agree to even a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas' origin. And I don't wish to see the House Ocel lose even one more life, another fragile skirmish. No, I shall go after answers about a path on my own. Shall the house your strength and undoed purse? Right? And it's best that... Then it's best that we go alone. Thank you for understanding, Rocher. Now permit me to take my leave. I must start preparing for the journey. Won't be able to glean. Must first travel to the Ocel prophecy system. What that? Could it be that the historical records are lying? And Ocel is not whom the star system's named after? I wait, that was the system from which Tristram embarked on her journey. We are going to follow her in long-forgotten footsteps. Alright, I take another bath and another event will happen. And only one occur with each pen. Change my mind. Okay, so it seems, yeah, I've done all I can for at least this. Alright, so... I'll go buy some stuff for traveling again. I've heard the name Fiery Reckoning. I could tell it's a voice of some sort. It was mentioned in one of Fedora's documents I found. I'm afraid it's not immediately familiar to me, Your Ladyship. Please allow me a moment. I see. House von Valkes did indeed sign a contract with those of vessel with the destination Fiery Reckoning. The transactions records of ship picking up cargo from Kavagama. Well, this is odd. Dialogue ends there. Apparently the ship has had some interactions with one of the workshops of your industrial world. I beg your pardon, Your Ladyship, but that is the extent of the assistance I can provide you in regard to this particular matter. Alright, just both... Hang on. Wait, is that for the... Oh, never mind. Shipping and transportation. So who's in charge of the tobacco mystery? Nah, whatever was the... More business with you. Some grenades. What about the Fellowship with the Void? Anything? What? Okay, I'm done there. Right. Keep traveling through the stars. Chart new routes. As many as I hope that people got some insight. But of his. Some trouble came from navigator sector mover. Also, brave salvation from war prep. Okay, snap. Okay, so it took a bit of damage. Go there to get a bit of. Let's buy Holy Ghost, goddamn sword 7 full barrels, that means I'll filled out. Righteous non-vein, okay. Okay. Chart new routes. Try travel there. Right, finally to Dragonus. I do have the architecture last. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, to my palace. directly to my palace. Wait, now what? Master of Ceremonies. Aha! Your Lordship, I was told that you summoned the Everest fam to your court. Your subjects in question, along with their 4 offspring, have already arrived at the palace. They will attend the reception honoring on your return to the capital world. Now that the reception is dying, I'm ready to receive the Erebus family. As you wish, Your Ladyship. Your Ladyship, allow me to introduce the next guest, Protector of Dragones from Void Between the Stars. Randall and Zoe of House Erebus, along with the heirs, Mattis, Noro, Rano, and Gloomy, and Merch. Glory to the dynasty! Officers Randall and Zoe Erebus both make the sign of the Aquila, reverent expression of the battle-scarred faces. Beside them are their children, raised to love God Emperor and them, all bad, fascinated by new surroundings. Judged by uniform, 2 elf children already members of the Dragon's planetary guard. Your Lordship, it is a great honor for House Erebus to be invited to your palace. There's a glimpse of distinct anxiety in Randall Erebus' eyes. Oiborn's pride. Wait. That'll be useful for her. As a token of our grace reverence of the Von Vax dynasty, allow me to present you a modest family relic of Erebus clan. I'd serve you faithfully. How bears Erebus of bearing on Dragonus? We're delighted by the favour shown to us, Your Ladyship. Life in the capital is much calmer and slower compared to the ship, and I have almost gotten used to the gravity. A crowd, the Domin's attention, and this being their first visit to the palace. They are nervous. You must give these people time. Let them get accustomed to these surroundings, and to your presence. Let them wander around the hall and taste the food. We'll talk to each one individually. No, are you finding reception to your liking? It's beyond our expectations. We would not have dreamt of something like this, to be honest. Even just permission to sail on Dragonus and continue our service with Dynasty's capital world was a most gracious gesture on Lady Theodora's part. We did not expect any further attention. Let's enjoy the evening. Join the guests. We'll talk there. Of course, Your Ladyship. We will be available for you at any time. Right, I'll end the stream here. Thanks for the stream, love. No problem. You're welcome. Who do I want to raid? How about Isabel Art playing Minecraft? Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you all later.